Thank you.
That's what happens when you're champs. You get free stuff. It's great.
Hey, can I touch it?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, I love it. How many people do that to you a day? Hundreds.
Decent amount.
Yeah.
I had to trim it up a little bit. It was getting nasty.
First, congratulations.
Thank you.
What an amazing championship. Awesome.
Thank you.
You know, the final game was unbelievable. I kept coming into the living room and leaving the living room, and then I tucked the kids into bed and I came down, and it was such a roller coaster ride.
You were awake at that time?
I was. Oh, I never sleep. But what was going on in your mind? It's such a roller coaster of emotions.
Yeah.
How do you stay focused?
It was crazy. The Game 7's like the one that you watch on TV. It's a movie. We're the good guys. You're up, then you're back down. You get punched in the face. Then you come back. Then you get punched in the face again. And then we have that rain delay. And, all the momentum just went to Cleveland. Rajay Davis just hit a big home run to tie it up against our closer. And, there's probably some doubts running through some minds. And so the rain delay hits, and Jason Hayward calls a big meeting with the team, and we go into the weight room, and his message pretty much was, don't panic. There's no need to panic. We're a good baseball team. We won 103 games for a reason, and why would we change what we're doing? There's no reason to try to hit the 5-run home run, or just stay with the approach. Play for everyone in the room, and everything will take care of itself.
Could you imagine if he said, "What are you guys doing out there? We're losing."
Right.
Well, that happens all the time. Now, Kyle, you and I went to dinner during the World Series in Chicago, and you're here. He's asking me all these questions about hitting and what's your approach.
Right.
I mean, Kelly and I should be asking you, first of all, how did you become a hero from Arizona Fall League, which is, say like high school, all the way to World Series hero?
It was a long road. Obviously, the rehab was a big aspect of that.
Because you tore some ligaments, right?
Yeah. I tore 2 ligaments in my knee. I tore my ACL, my LCL.
Right.
And then the meniscus came along with it. But
I hate when that meniscus always goes with it.
Kyle, it took about 7 months.
It took about 7 months.
A lot of hard work, rehab.
Exactly. So, the first 6 weeks, after surgery, it was, no putting weight on it. It's in a straight brace, and when you go to rehab, I get strapped down to a table, and they're trying to push my leg. And
do they strap you down so that you don't hurt somebody?
Well, exactly. They strap you down because you're trying to move around, kick it out of it, but your leg just won't move. It's just going this far, then it goes back up. And then you have to keep doing that for 6 weeks, and it's just not. It's not the part that you look forward to.
Right.
And so then after that, though, it's like you start doing more functional things. You start moving around more, and there's days that you're just not going to be into it, and that's where my teammates really did come in, and they backed me through the whole thing, and the organization as well. They would just make sure I had a big smile on my face coming into rehab every day, making sure that I was in the right mindset to kick rehab's butt.
Yeah.
Kyle, you have such an inspiring story, and I think you have a great lesson, not only for kids, but for all of us. High school, you were very average. Then you go to Indiana University. 3 years later, you're the 4th pick of the draft, and now they're calling you Babe Ruth Jr. I mean, what changed for you?
I just think that there was a lot of hard work that goes into the baseball. You're never too good for the game, I think, and you always want to learn. Like that's my thing. I want to learn as much as I can while I'm still playing this game. We have a guy who's retiring right now, David Ross, who has a lot of information to pass down to younger players, and that's a guy that I want to study. And then, while I was hurt this whole year, I made sure that I learned all the hitters in the league. I made sure that I got to know our pitchers. I made sure that I got to know other pitchers who would be facing me. So, and I learned my swing a lot more too. So it was just a combination of a lot of hard work.
I want to hear about the celebrating
Yeah,
you and
how
your
did
family.
you
Are you still
celebrate?
partying? I mean, I'm still partying from 2009. So yours is, champagne is still
it was crazy. So with my family, so after the game was over, obviously we go up and we have the big celebration, champagne shower with the players.
Yeah.
And then afterwards we get to come down and see the family. Just to give you guys a picture, so out in Cleveland, there's a field, and then it was just pouring down rain. Usually you celebrate out in the field, so we have to come into the dugout, and then there's tunnels that take us up to the clubhouse. Yeah. So that's where they have all the families. So think about there's probably 300 people shoved into this little hallway.
Yeah.
So you're soaking wet from the champagne. You're trying to give everyone hugs. You know, you're taking pictures, everything. I had my niece from my dad to my uncle to my girlfriend to everyone there. It was perfect. You know, that's a memory that you never forget. That time with your family after you won the World Series.
Yeah, that's great.
I gotta tell you, you have the cutest dimple. You really do. He's got the cutest dimple. I just want to I want to see what we can fit in your dimple. So cute. Listen.